this is not shut off. Okay.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl, and more importantly,
Laser Shark,
she even has a fan site dedicated
I
to
actually
you.
just do not remember
And she
you,
was
by the
very
way.
helpful when I was looking for you. Seriously, Al, what you were saying in
Some
the car,
people who come
just
by
listen to
my streams
yourself.
take hiatuses.
What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared?
You just forget them after a
When was
while.
the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have
It's
you
no
been
fault of
drinking?
yours, and it doesn't mean I don't like you, because
Look, Barry, I'm missing a
it
week.
just means
And
that
someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just
what it sounds like when you
it's
say
been
stuff
months.
like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here. I'd come here to rent a cabin where I could wait till midnight.
I said it's no fault of yours. It's just that there are people that come by once a stream and they expect you to remember them, even though they don't visit any other stream of yours or say hi after days and days and days. And I can't really remember everybody who comes by either.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure. What happened?
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster.
Right across from Bucktooth Charlie.
You
Okay.
gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No, this whole thing. Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha! Let's have a laugh on Barry.
Wait here. I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people? That's just crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help, and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. Oh, this place is trying to kill me. I'll bet there's mold in here, spores, poison ivy, God knows what. This is so not worth a 15% commission. Hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Watch the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. Wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest. I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm going to check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah. It's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right. Matter of fact, just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Well, considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Had it coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. But the white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
vision left me weak. This was no head injury. Rusty, damn.
Rusty, hang on! Oh God! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me! Can you hear me? Anyone? Please, help! Help me!
The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Hello? Back here. I'm back here. Hey, please help me. Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must. The lights. in the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken rib stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with soot and ashes that looked like liquid darkness. Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
Fishing
Is only permitted
for those license. Obey
the Park Ranger's instructions.
at all times.
Rusty? Rusty, no!
Never.
Closer than 100 yards.
Two bears and wolves never approached any other.
Closer than 25 yards.
Pets must be leashed.
At all times.
Never leave your pet.
And unattended.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Al, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it. In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would. Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail. Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Great. Hi. I'm gonna play it, because that would be great right now. Oh, that did not look good. They all ganged up on him and like defeated him like one hit. I still wanted to figure out like how I get that treasure chest back there though. There's the flares. I wish I did, but it's been too long. Oh, okay, that's why. I don't remember you, because you changed your name. Now I kind of remember you. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I changed my name. I used to be called Rogue Assassin Gaming, but I changed it to Templar Assassin Gaming. I'm trying to find something, but I'm pretty sure I can't find it anymore. Unless... okay, never mind. Got it. So go up here. Did I go the wrong way or not? Aha. Okay, I kinda get it now. So the thing I'm trying to find is over that bridge. That's why I can't find it. Okay, and let me go to Manchester page. Something's over there. Yup. Barry meets Rose.
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed...
Dang, I really missed a lot. Either that or I find them in a different order. I hope that's the case. Trying to go back to see if I can't get this thing with the... Yeah, this part. Just over here. So, what it is he's a writer, and he's trying to look for his wife that got kidnapped by this thing from his stories that's only described as like a dark entity. Or the dark presence is what they call it in the game. And there's a conspiracy around that, which I will not spoil, because you have to watch the streams to understand it, but it explains it later on, how there's two different authors. Like, there's an author he respects more than anything, and that's the person guiding him throughout this whole game. And the author's love interest is, I think, this dark presence. Not, you know, this guy, but a different author. Who we actually see later on is inside this diver, I guess, diver helmet? Or yeah, it's sort of like that, because I never thought about it that way, but yeah, his wife is also named Rose, and he's trying to find Rose and get her back. Yeah. Pretty weird. Those two games kind of go together. That is the gist of it, though. But I think it's like he wrote himself in his own story to get his wife back. Is this weird? You see yourself on this TV. And he's like, that's weird, that's me. But that can't be me because I'm right here. So yeah, it's kind of weird like that. Yeah, this is only part of the game, though. So it doesn't actually take place in all this, you know, woods and stuff half the time. Part of it's like in a trailer park, part of it's in a police station, part of it's, I guess at the construction site. You're driving a car through the street sometimes. I wonder, did I get everything? I hope I got everything here. I'm just gonna go for it. Back at the checkpoint. Made it. So now we're trying to look for a guy who gave us a tip to where his wife could be, and it could be like a kidnapper. Or it could be like an accomplice to the kidnapper. Sometimes they're best set in the woods. Other times it's like, I feel like in that dollhouse in Resident Evil 8. That was pretty crazy. I love when they fall like bowling pins. Oh gosh, you're still here. Okay, you must want a shotgun. You came out of nowhere. Shotgun at the face. There are games that are, or there are movies too, like, that are really creepy. They're not actually scary, they're just, again, really creepy and eerie, and they leave you with a sense of dread the whole time you're watching, like you're expecting something to pop out. Which, I don't know, a good game like that would be pretty cool. Trying to find all those pages. There's an achievement if you find a bunch of them, but some of them have to be found on Nightmare mode, which I can't really imagine playing this game in Nightmare mode. I mean, I could try, but definitely wouldn't be streaming that. I'd be dying like a lot. Oop, gotta turn that on somehow. So there's a lift. Get back up there. Oh, this thing is terrifyingly slow. Come on. Horror movies. Horror video games. I mean, you can't really count on anything to help you. If enemies were coming after me right now, they have a pretty good chance to kill me. Oh, and of course I can just go right in. See, I would have never known just because this door was closed. Yeah, kinda, but I don't know. It's that you feel sorry for him because he's kind of stupid. But it's that he wants to kill.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Gosh, where's his husband? Ethan. He wants to kill Ethan in the game, just like every other villain.
The flares will keep the bastards away.
I didn't feel too bad when he turned into a giant acid-spitting fish and tried to eat me.
You can see them too? Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move. Why? Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him. It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper. Come on, Wake! You better keep up! That's what I got for you! Bring it!
This part, I don't have a gun. Oh, of course. Guy right around the corner. Good.
Lover's Peak. Right up these stairs, Wake.
It would have been cool to see, like, if we could have made, like, a choice in between following, the last guy in Resident Evil 8, whatever his name, the guy with magnetic powers, Because what if he accepted his offer to team up and take down, what is the last? Miranda. Yeah. Heisenberg, yeah. Like, what would have happened if we teamed up with Heisenberg and used his magnetic powers to stop Miranda with him? Darn, I died. He could have been a big help. Like, imagine, like, the giant buzzsaw. He'd be like, alright, I got her. You know, you take care of her, Ethan.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do. Are you kidding? Give me the gun. No time for back.
Also, what's the deal with, the big fat guy's past, the item keeper? He knew the guy from Resident Evil 4, I believe, the merchant.
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. We almost got it. Okay, it's over. Move it or lose it.
Okay, made it. It's terrible having a gun.
Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
Yeah, exactly. Something his friend always said, like, crazy. And I read up on him, and somehow Miranda let him keep his store in the village because he would trade stuff with Dimitrescu and all of them, give them weapons and supply them with stuff.
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more players here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming. Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming! Program, Wake.
I don't know if you played the DLC or not of Resident Evil 8. Because the villain in first part is the item keeper. I thought it was pretty weird. Dang. I mean, I get it if you like 100% completed it, but I mean, you could have someone come over and they'd be like, I never played this game before. Holy crap. This guy. There are big guys in here too, and like big lumberjack looking guys. Gosh, this sucks. This whole part. Yeah, I get that. I used to play Psychonauts a bunch, just because it had a good story. Definitely a hidden gem for sure.
Let's
let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her now.
Last of Us 2 I've yet to play. I want to, like, maybe at some point. But I do have, I'm focused on Tears of the Kingdom as my next game. Tears of the Kingdom is supposed to be really good. Seen a lot of people glitch it with it and build giant robots.
I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it. On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Was I supposed to do that or not? Oh, no, I wasn't. I was supposed to go right there and then over here. Kinda took a shortcut. Oh god! That was definitely not supposed to happen.
It hurt like hell. I was stuck.
You mean tell me there are bear traps around here? Yeah, this is kinda like Friday the 13th. You know what? I agree with you. Not gonna fall for that again. Oh, and there are more, of course. Of course. Oh, you thought you could get me. Evil Within was another good game. So is number 2. I streamed both of those, by the way, so if you want to check those out. Although those games actually took me a little bit to complete. And I did die a few times. First one's more of a mind trick. Just like the second one, but I mean, at least in the second one you can tell it's a mind trick. And he knows what he's getting into, whereas in the first one you're just forced to go through the game wondering where the heck are you. I hate these things. Get away, get away, get away, get away, get away, get away. And where's the other guy? Gotcha. Kinda. Where'd you go? There you go. Thought for sure I was dead. Okay, go through here. So evil within or Silent Hill with one boss that runs towards you and make them hit electric fence. See, I feel like that'd be something Evil Within, but I also feel Evil Within you had to make them run into fire. And for Silent Hill, you'd be talking about Pyramid Head, but I don't feel like Pyramid Head went into any electric fences. Pyramid Head was just one of those things that you just had to dodge a bunch and run down a hallway. Although I never really played Silent Hill, I just kind of watched somebody play it. Fence. Maybe no, it couldn't have been Bioshock. Could it have been the chainsaw guy we had to run to an electric fence? The chainsaw guy in Evil Within was super annoying. Yeah, it definitely could have been.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen here, but it was very old.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pages.
Obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
Yeah, it'd be cool to see Sebastian take on Pyramid Head. Or any Resident Evil bosses. that or somehow meet Leon. Alright, looks like I got everything here. One of the achievements is to find all those little treasure boxes. Definitely gonna run. I was thinking about it, I don't know if I run out of ammo like faster on Evil Within or this game. I'm definitely thinking Evil Within. Oh, come on, no! Hardest Evil Within boss. For the hardest Evil Within boss, I would definitely have to go with that monster that had, it was in the garage. You fight him in the garage. It's a giant four-legged monster with a big mouth and it'd reach for you every once in a while when you hide in a certain spot. The only way to defeat it would use your explosive arrows. We sorta did, but it was also just really terrible. It was for the Nintendo. Like the first Nintendo. Yeah. sure on it. I guess, I mean, if they fix it, like, one, like the Nintendo one with an actual, like, story, but just make it a little bit better with the cameras and stuff. Make it third person, maybe. Any dream powers? 'Cause I mean, in the movies, they'd have like maybe a comic book superhero or kung fu. Start burning someone asleep so that they can burn Freddy, and that brings it into the real world. We attack Freddy.
Beware of Widowmakers.
It's been so long since I've seen that movie. The last thing I remember watching of that movie is that one of the girls in the back of the van had taken off Jason's mask, and they were like, "Okay, go ahead, give him CPR." And they saw his mouth and gurgled water, and they're like, "Uh-uh." They're like, "You do it." And they're like, "No, I'm not doing that." I haven't. Interesting. I could definitely, play that. I'm just thinking of, like, how all that would work. Like, multiple killers. And it's set in a theme park. And imagine being in this mirror room. How terrifying that would be. You just see a clown face on multiple mirrors and walking around. Creepy. Or, with that one show, Are You Afraid of the Dark? Zebo the Clown. The mirror house would be able to fool the killers? I guess so. You have to use it the right way.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What am I, crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods. I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Okay, I almost got all the pages here. Freddy vs. Chucky. Something I've always wondered.
A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
You can so.
That was a jump scare and a half. If I played this game for the first time, that definitely would have scared me, but it didn't. I love running into people with cars. Yoink. Oops. And whoops. So sorry guys, this is why I don't have my driver's license. Okay, I guess I do need to go that way. I was checking for like pages or something. Yeah. The thing is, what would Chucky have that would make him be vulnerable to Freddy? Like, Freddy feeds on people's fears. So what kind of fear would Chucky have? I gotta get with these guys. How did he get on top of the vehicle? Jeez. Okay, so I just need to go this way. I also need to follow the marker. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If Michael Myers was to go up against Freddy, I mean, that's a tough match, because Michael Myers has a tough time dying, too. he definitely could be the zombie type because with Michael coming back like from a wood chipper attack in the newest one, I mean you'd have to be a zombie. Or at least immortal. Characters like these, like, definitely get a power from like hell or something. Or with Michael 2, it's like he feeds off of the fear of the people he kills. True. Yeah, you could just grab a weapon from anywhere. Start stabbing Freddy with it. Alright, I gotta find my way back over to there. I think I missed like 4 pages. Freddy vs. Jason all over again. Yeah, I think I remember Jason like setting Freddy on fire. Jason versus Michael Myers? That's gonna be a tough one. Well, a lot of it has to do with strength and stealth. Yeah, that's the thing, they're more alike than anything. Yeah, the only thing they had in common really was that they like to kill. Jason was just getting revenge on the campers who drowned him, whereas Freddy was just doing it to be Freddy. Parents had burned him. Yeah. I never thought of it that way. See, I thought that didn't the nun, his mom, and all those inmates did stuff to her while she was in the jail. Unless she was like adopted at some point.
The best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Yeah, I'd have to watch this movies again too, probably during Halloween or something. I would have let the authorities handle it. Instead of burned my own child.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you get your wife. Not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
This is where definitely you can get the bird achievement.
Al, I am so glad you're here. A couple of them got in here before I walked in. This is normal.
Beat the birds.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff. Let's make this quick, huh?
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying,
Broke his neck.
I found all sorts
Trying
of
to
weird stuff in the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths.
Watch, I'm gonna break his neck
legends
again.
come true, and get this: most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Thomas Zane is that author that I was telling you we'd hear about later.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trail.
Checking for like manuscript pages anywhere. So far, nothing, but I'll probably find some later on. You just never know when they might not be, or when they might be around.
Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Yeah, I'm going. Okay, show me your trailer. Let me over there.
Little girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Gosh, can you walk any slower?
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on.
Right?
Turn the light on.
Like, as soon as you started talking like that, I would've known something was up. I've been like, what's going on? Definitely wasn't drinking any coffee she made. I mean, I'm a coffee person, but I'm not a black coffee person.
Anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save
Rose took a
Alice
day
this
from
way.
me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work
I guess she's
something out
back to
once I got
normal
on
or
the road.
something, or she just doing that.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to
Okay, so that's the first page.
find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Probably have to go this way, huh? No. Okay. Oh, right, they're here. Duh. Oh, that's another thing. We have to listen to these because that's also an achievement. Listen to as many of these as you can.
I stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I am the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, he's, Danny's my best friend, and, he let me bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there.
Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Yeah, that's it. Alright. What else is back here? There's different collectibles, and I mentioned them in the first part I did for this game. There's the radios, TVs, the boxes with the flares, and what else? Radios, TVs, the air, the night spring show.
I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Mr. Wake, come on! Take it easy
Yeah, the police think he did something to Rose and made up the story about the dark people. They basically think he's nuts. Right? Especially in horror movies. The police never wants to help. Horror movies. There's a manuscript page right there. True. I guess the only exception being the one guy from the Halloween movies. Gosh, it's probably getting late where I am. It's 11:53 right now. I guess I'll escape the police and then I'll end the stream after that. Yeah, maybe where you are, but I'm Central Time. I did take a vacation and I was in Pacific Time. For at least 4 days. Well, 5 I guess, if you count 15th.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I went over to Florida. I went to Disney World. Lots of good food over there. Yeah, it was pretty fun. Lots of good rides. Tron was okay. I mean, the wait was absolutely dumb, but the ride itself was actually pretty cool.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything.
Maybe one day we'll go there, eventually.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead.
Although keep in mind, you might want to buy the Fast Pass lane ticket for Rise of the Resistance, because that ride was a crazy wait too. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes when I went to Hollywood Studios.
Anything on that, Deputy Mulligan? Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Docky and take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get there quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Yeah, I'm start the stream. We're both gonna have to get some rest. I'll stream tomorrow when I get out of work. Maybe probably another late night horror game stream. Or like 9 o'clock. Yeah, 2 hours. It's ridiculous. Alright, see ya.